Atlanta Skate Interviews.
Skate Legends.
We're here with Msss Kamille in the house.
Y'all already know what it is. Let's go.
Hey.
What's up, everybody? I'm here with Atlanta Skate Interview. I'm here with my girl, Msss Kamille, chopping it up with the Skate Legend TV. We want to pick our brain a little bit and see what's going on out here in the skate world, and we're gonna let you have it. So, question we got for you is, when did you start skating?
Wow. So I think everybody as a child has skated, but I really didn't know what I was doing. I was a hot mess. I was hit by a drunk driver, 9 months pregnant. And after learning to move my body again, getting out of my cast and rehab, I was invited to go roller skating at Golden Glide. Went over to the skating rink and it was really good mobility. You could go low impact. I saw older skaters, younger skaters. So I was like, this is dope. And everybody was so artistically different. It was just the only chance I got to be free. I didn't have to think. So that's when I started roller skating, and I was really bad at it, but I just kept going, and here we are today.
All right, that's a good thing. What skaters do you look up to? From back in the day, or from now, or whenever?
So even though I'm born and raised in Atlanta and I learned to skate here, I used to travel a lot to New York.
Right.
I would go to Branch Brook a lot. That's where I got my wings to fly. The music there is house music. It's very different. It's very artistic. I would see 300-pound girls in a leotard, and you might see a guy with his shirt cut up in half. And I was like, wow, this is so artistically free. And I felt like in Atlanta, everything was the towels and the velour jogging suits, and a lot of the girls were all alike. But in New York, everybody was different. And that's when I really found me. And yeah, I looked up to a lot of skaters from New York because that's where I learned. And they were very beautiful, voluptuous, girly, but they could skate hard like the guys, but they were very, very feminine. And when I came back to Atlanta, I just expanded upon what I felt. It wasn't really what I saw. It was just, I was ignited. And it just woke up something in me. So I just skate how the music ministers to me, but I would have to say Shedney from the Old Souls, and I can go on and on and on about a lot of the skaters from New York, but most of my influence would have really came from there. And then when I got back to Atlanta, I saw the T and Kojak, and I saw SOS, and I saw the Ones, and I saw, I mean, you got T Smooth now, and you got Solo, and you got all of these amazing skaters, Dylan Morton, and you got Ant from Philly, and you got Rock, he's now in Miami, but he's from LA. So because I've traveled as a skater, I'm influenced by everybody. Josh, Batsmoke, Josh taught me so much from Chicago. I didn't want to just be a skater that people talked about. I wanted to be a skater that people felt and they knew, and I'm well traveled. I put my time in, my wood tax. I could go to any city because I skated there, learn from the legends, and I have so many skaters that I look up to. Just pick a city.
What motivates you to keep skating as long as you have?
So recently, and I'll reiterate your question. You said, what motivates me to keep going in roller skating?
Right.
Just like in a relationship, we fall out of love all the time. Some days I go to the rink and I suck, and I'm like, what am I doing? Or I feel redundant. I don't want to repeat myself as an artist. So I fall out of love with myself because I feel like I could be doing more or better. But when the music and the energy and you get back into it, I recently had an injury. I didn't want to learn to skate again. I was like, I'm good just sitting. I think after you're injured, you just get comfortable being down. Don't stay down, get up. So my therapist, Leanne, I love you. We fight all the time. She taught me to really walk again after I tore my plantar fascia, which is the arch of your foot. And I started skating again, and I was like, you know what? Just baby steps. I sucked again, all over, so sometimes you have to start over. But what motivates me are the people like yourself that stay fit. He tries to outdo me with the muscles, and
No,
it's not gonna happen.
It ain't that.
But we motivate each other. It could be a move that can ignite you. It could be pain. You could be having a rough day. I'm like, I'm just gonna go skate it out. Or joy, and you wanna celebrate. So I think just life keeps me going and just staying motivated. And I gotta keep studying, duh. It's always a vibe. It may be a hairstyle, it may be a song. I get inspired as an artist from what I see, feel, and hear.
Right. What would you say really influenced you to just stay into the skate community?
Wow. I would say what influences me to stay in the skate community is seeing the older skaters that keep going, like the Miss Edna. I love you, Miss Edna in New York. And also the younger skaters. It's like two opposite ends, but to see the older skaters still come and catch a groove, and they at their own pace and they don't bother anybody. It's a great workout, good for your mental health. And then to see the younger skaters hungry, it's like, how can you not fall in love with roller skating each time? So that's what inspires me, just seeing everybody just eat at any age, and it's something for everybody.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
What would you say the difference is between from back years ago to now? Let's say probably like 10, 15 years ago to now, or whatever. What's the difference?
The biggest thing in roller skating that has changed the game is social media. Back in the day when I skated, we didn't have cell phones and you couldn't film in Cascade. What actually happened was Craig actually filmed me in the corner of Cascade. I don't want to get you in trouble, Craig, I love you. And a video went viral, and they had a big argument about it because cell phones were not allowed, and the video danced all over the world, 3, 4, 5 million views, and people started skating in corners, which I always did because I like to stay out the way. Now you go to Cascade, you see people in the corners. I kind of started that, as well as the viral video that changed the game. And then after that, people started filming roller skating. Back in the day, you used to have to travel to New York. You have to travel to LA. Right. You have to travel to meet your legend. Right. Now you can just pick up the phone in Asia and look at us in Atlanta the same night live, and you can learn how to do our moves. So a lot of the skaters learn about a lot faster, which is not a bad thing, but I think we still have to learn to pay respect to those that paved the way, because somebody created that style. Right. Blood, sweat, and tears. They spent their $10 for months to get into the rink and create these moves. So social media keeps a lot of the rinks open, but it also takes away a lot of the authenticity, because sometimes when we skate, we don't need cameras. Shout out to Chicago. I think they still have a session where no cameras are allowed for the senior citizen session in the mornings. So I try to make sure I'm well versed. I know the culture. I'm in tune with the cities because I travel a lot, and just always giving back respect. I think that's what we lost. Right. But I think back in the day, you had to earn. Sunday nights at Cascade, it was a thing. Right. The groups came out, and if you did not hold it down, you got your street name, your cred was taken. You whack. In LA, I know for a fact, they used to battle in Ohio. If you didn't do good, they took your skates. But you paid. I know for a fact, being in New York, you went to the right, go to the left. Nobody cares that you can do a spin. Can you do it both ways? So I think a lot of that challenge is gone because people are a lot softer in their feelings. But OG skaters, they're gonna drill you and make sure that you're well versed and that you're tight. Right. And I think we lost a lot of that in social media. Yeah. But I love social media too because it does what it does. Right. And it keeps a lot of the rinks open. So I'm right in the middle. I'm not either way, but I think that's a very big thing that we can see that's changed.
Right.
Who would you say is some of your favorite DJs?
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm a dancer first, so music is everything to me. I love all my DJs. Y'all know I never request music. Right. I never complain. It's not because we don't have a bad night, but I feel like as a DJ, you the minister. Sometimes you playing through your hurt too. So who am I to tell you that you didn't do good? Because it may be good to somebody else, but I'll find something to practice. So one of my favorite DJs, of course, is Arson. I learned to skate under Arson while he was playing. Actually, we would fly to New York, and then he would drive down to Virginia. That's before All Sweat. And I really got in tune with house music, traveling on the road from New York to VA, and listening to Arson's voice. He's not just a really good DJ, he's a really good host. A lot of skate crews come in the door, he knows who's leaving, he knows who's coming, he can host a great session. So Arson would be the DJ that I grew up under, but not to say there aren't great DJs. I love Fly Ty, you know I love your voice, Tyshawn. I also love Jameen. I haven't heard Nile a whole lot. Then you got Naeem, you got, Denzel that's coming up there. Then in Atlanta, open up the floodgates. Like, what you want? What you want to do? Black Label, I love you. Of course, DJ Brian, who came up from under Arson. Great DJs. We got Yoga, who's up and coming. We got,
shout out Yoga.
2-3, that's dope. I put him with Arson, and Arson loved him. You got the Tooch, you got Bomb Jalam, like, you got Avalanche, you got so many DJs in Atlanta. I mean, what you want?
Right.
I mean, and Illusion used to play at Golden Glide. DJ Knock, rest in peace. He just passed away. Illusion used to always drop a new track. I love new music. So any DJ that drops something new, I love you. Because I like to hear different stuff. Wow, West Coast. Word, I love you. I gotta go through cities because it's so many great DJs. So I just say it depends on what mood I'm in. I know certain DJs to plug in different DJ Miami in Atlanta. I'm gonna still keep calling DJs because there's so many. I just wanna say the biggest thing for me is being in this place that I'm in. I'm able to book DJs in different arenas. DJ Ham, I love you. You already know. Call him all the time. DJ Vels. I literally call DJs all the time to cut music because this is a dance studio. And a lot of times I need music cut. And not only can you play for rinks, you can play in other arenas. There's all kinds of ways to get to your bag. So a lot of the DJs that skate, they cut my dance music for competitions like TV shows and everything. So everybody's dope. I don't have a favorite. It just depends on what mood I'm in, and everybody can be used in their own way. Yeah, there's so many great videographers and cinematographers and photographers all throughout the world in the skate community. One of the first videographers that I remember was Kappa Chris, I love you. Deborah Chase. You had, what was his name in New York? There's so many, oh my God. This is before video. This was way before we had this kind of social media where we're on our cell phones. Back then, everything used to go through a website. Job Biscuit was one of the first places where you could see your videos. It was a big thing. Skatebook, I have an old Skatebook t-shirt. Now it's non-Skatebook. I mean, so many great videographers. I don't want to call out just one, but those, of course, you mentioned, of course, Skate Live TV. To me, you and role models, Skate Live TV and role models, of course, would probably be the two that would probably be the most known. They have two different nostalgias. I feel like, role models is gonna hit in the numbers, and it's gonna dance, and it's gonna be viral. It's gonna be those videos that everybody talks about. Then you got Skate Live TV that gives you a total different aesthetic. It's classy, it's timeless, it's the stuff you can show your mom. The editing is superb. Then you have Doug Mike, Skate Viz, I love you. I wanna give shout outs to those that came earlier, because I think sometimes we miss them that paved the way. Everybody else that's new, y'all gotta get in line, because there's so many old heads that I feel like we need to celebrate. And it's not a bad thing. We have so many dope videographers, but those are the top two that I think. And of course, Terry Skate Love, I love you. I'm so proud. He just comes from a different platform. He really likes to put on the skaters that don't get as many views and that really are trying to get their names out there. So I just wanted to shout out my Atlanta videographers because, it's just so many everywhere.
Okay, last but not least.
Okay.
What advice would you give the new and up-and-coming skaters?
Oh, wow. For the new and up-and-coming skaters, well, let me do this first because a lot of people may not know my background. I'm Msss Kamille, celebrity choreographer and now pro roller skater and influencer. Of course, I started roller skating after a horrible car accident, pregnant, and I was told I wouldn't walk again, and roller skating has brought me back so many times. God first, but roller skating is just a vessel. My background is in celeb choreography. My first movie was Drumline. Then I worked with Lil Wayne. Then I went to Ludacris, Nelly, Rick Ross, DJ Unk, Baby, Rashida. Sometimes I forget. City Girls, Usher as my new projects. Mulatto, I worked for her several times. Mulatto, as y'all would call. TV shows, endless. Skating and Baby Driver, the movie. Netflix Stepsisters right now. It's on Netflix right now. And of course, Jeff Goldblum on Disney right now. I work with the new TV show Saturdays as a skating coach. So not only am I doing choreography for dance, I'm also doing choreo and directing for roller skating. So I don't just want to drop knowledge and you like, well, who is she to say? I think that I've earned my place in sharing love and advice, because sometimes people just talk and they haven't done the work.
Right.
I didn't just end up here. I did a lot of fighting. People used to trip me up on skates. They said I was too different. I couldn't skate on my Monday nights at Skate Town, Old National. They would jump in my videos and laugh. My first influencer video on skates outside was to T.I. It was If It Ain't About the Money. That was my first video outside on roller skates.
Okay.
So people are doing videos now on roller skates. I've been doing it forever because I felt like skaters were just in a box. We're only in the rink. And I'm like, why not go outside? It's not LA, but why not create a video on skates?
Right.
My first music video, shout out to Migos, I Love You Ham. He actually put me, not our Ham, but another Ham. He's a video director. He put me in my first music video on roller skates. After they told me that skates weren't gonna work on music videos. I told y'all. I told you it was gonna be hot, and it was.
Right.
Changed the game. I would just have to say, find your why and stick to it. Don't change who you are to be someone else. Everybody has something different that they can bring to the table. Sometimes we try to change ourselves to be someone else, and you might have been perfect enough. You might be dope with the girl that's 200-300 pounds with the dreadlocks, or the girl with the blonde weave down to the floor, or, you know, big body, little body, nobody, whatever it is, what's in here comes out on your feet. And we gotta continue to uplift each other and just leave people alone. You know, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. But if they talking about you, that means you're doing something. I've always been talked about because I was too different. Now I see a lot of too different people trying to be me. It's fine. I'm flattered. But no, I just say, and if people pave the way for you, show respect. Say thank you. You know, so many skaters that I give flowers to. Like, you really helped me. Paul, shout out for teaching me how to skate, clearing out your garage for me. He gave me a lot of advice and told me people are going to ask you for questions. And 1,000 students later in my skate program, Cameo Roll, and my dance studio, Cameo Production Studios, it is what it is. I'm here to teach and uplift, and that's it. If it's not about uplifting and about our check, I don't really care. I'm big on senior citizens and kids, and I tell people no matter how old you are, young you are, get started. Wherever you at.
Right.
It's never too late. You can be 45 and become a millionaire. Like, who's gonna tell you no if God said yes?
Right.
So find out your reason for skating. Don't listen to everybody. If you see a clique that's negative, go the other way. God will align you with where you're supposed to be when you do the right thing. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm on. That's what I'm always gonna be on, is moving up and soaring. So thanks for having me.
All right, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
On behalf of Atlanta Skate Interview Skate Legends, we have a little something here for Miss Kamille. We appreciate all her hard work and dedication. Just a little token of appreciation.
Oh, wow. This is so nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is so sweet. I'm so grateful to be thought of in the skate community. I want to thank God. I want to thank my fans. No, seriously, y'all. This is really dope. I had a great time here. I love this platform. I think it's really dope to be able to hear our voice, because a lot of people see us skate and they don't know the why and where we're going and who we love and respect. So thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Dude.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in with Atlanta Skate Interviews, Skate Legends. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram at Atlanta Skate Interviews, Skate Legends. And you can find Kamille at...
Hey guys, make sure you follow me on IG, TikTok, and everything at Msss Kamille, MSSSKAMILLE. And of course, YouTube, Msss Kamille. I can't wait to see you guys in my skate class at Cameo Roll or at Cameo Production Studios, where we are today. Thanks so much for having me, y'all.